Hello everyone, welcome to my brand new Let's Play series of Planescape Torment. This is Colonel RPG, and I'm very happy to have you here with me as I start a new campaign, and this time around to finish this game that I have never finished. I've played for about 10 hours, I would say. I played for a little bit, got out into the city, did a few quests, but it's been a while, and I never actually got around to finishing this game, and I should, and I will. So, yeah, welcome on in, let's start a new life, and let's see what this cult classic, that released in the last day of 1999, is all about. Let's start a new life over here. Oh, by the way, I should point out that I am using, yes, I don't want to do that. I'm using the Enhanced Edition simply because I can't get my, well, classic version to actually record properly. It flickers a bunch. I can set it up to work properly and all that, but it flickers a bunch, and I don't really like that. So, let's start a new life. I'm gonna go with Maximum Wisdom, Maximum Intelligence, because it's a dialogue-heavy game, and I'm gonna make a similar character, I would say, to the one I played with in Tides of Numenera. So let's see, no Constitution, please. I have only 3 points left. I kind of want to go, well, Strength is good. To have 10, I suppose, just to carry stuff around. And I'm gonna go with the rest in Charisma. I don't really know what this does. Represents your persuasiveness, personal magnetism, and ability to lead. Higher your Charisma, the more favorable others will react towards you. I think this is just initial reaction and stuff, in probably for sorcerer spells. I think there's a few classes in Dungeons and Dragons that, by the way, yeah, this is Dungeons and Dragons, except we don't choose classes. It's a very interesting take on the character system. So let's accept and start a new game.
Hey, Chief. You okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties? I thought you were a deader for sure.
Who are you? Ah? Who am I? How about you start? Who are you? Look, I don't know. Can't remember. You can't remember your name? Well, next time you spend a night in this burg, go easy on the bub. Name's Morte. I'm trapped in here, too. Trapped? Yeah, since you haven't had time to get your legs yet, here's the chant. I've tried all the doors, and this room is locked tighter than a chastity belt. We're locked in here. Where are we? What is this place? Well, it's called the mortuary. It's a big black structure with all the architectural charm of a pregnant spider. The mortuary? What? Am I dead? No, not from where I'm standing. You got scars aplenty, though. Looks like some Burke painted you with a knife. All the more reason to give this place the laugh before whoever carved you up comes back to finish the job. Scars? How bad are they? Well, the carvings on your chest aren't too bad, but the one on your back, and Morte pauses. Say, looks like you got a whole tattoo gallery on your back, Chief. Spells out something. Tattoos on my back. What do they say? Looks like you come with directions. And Morte clears his throat. Let's see. It starts with, I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that will shed some light on the dark of the matter. Farod can fill you in on the rest of the chant, if it's not in the dead book already. Farod, does it say anything else? Yeah, there's a bit more. And Morte pauses. Let's see, it goes on. Don't lose the journal or we'll be up the sticks again. And whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are or what happens to you. What happens? Not happened? Huh. Or they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you. Read the journal, then find Farod. Well, no wonder my back hurts. There's a damn novel written there. As for that journal I'm supposed to have with me, well, was there one with me while I was lying here? Nope. You were stripped to the skins when you arrived here. Besides, looks like you got enough of a journal penned on your body. What about Farod? Do you know him? Nobody I know. But then again, I don't know many people. Still, some Burks got to know where to find Farod. That once we get out of here, that is. We do. How do we get out of here? Well, all the doors are locked, so we'll need the key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in this room has it. Walking corpses? Yeah, the mortuary keepers use dead bodies as cheap labor. The corpses are dumb as stones, but they're harmless and won't attack you unless you attack first. So... Is there some other way? I don't want to kill them just for a key, I guess. Now, what? You think it's going to hurt their feelings? They're dead! But if you want a bright side to this, say if you kill them, at least they'll have a rest before their keepers raise them up to work again. Well, alright, I'll take one of them down and get the key. Well, before you do that, arm yourself first. I think there's a scalpel on one of the shelves around here. Okay, so I need to search the shelves in the room for a weapon to attack the zombie. Oh, well, thank you, I know that. Alright, I'll look more. I'll look for one, I should say. One last thing, says Morte. These corpses are as slow as molasses. But getting punched by one of them is like being kissed by a battering ram. If they start getting an edge on you, remember you can run. And they can't. Use it to keep some distance if you need to recover. Okay, I know how to run, thank you. Alright, thanks for the advice. Okay, and here we are. Let me zoom in because this is how the old game was, and I want to see it all in its blurriness. Well, it's blurry. Well, the thing is, I was trying to run this game previously on 720p, somewhere around that, and it's already pretty low resolution, because the original resolution is 640 by 480. So that should tell you something. But yeah, I'm gonna zoom in because there's a lot of details. And the blurriness is, I mean, it's an old game, come on. But yeah, there's a lot of details, a lot of interesting things. And I don't want to deprive you of that. Especially if you're not watching this on a full screen at 1080p. Because that's what I'm recording and playing at. So yeah, welcome on in for the ride. Okay, so this is the dialogue thing. It used to be that we could right-click...
What's up?
Hey man, okay, no, we can't anymore. It used to be that we could right-click in the original version of the game and have a bunch of things. It was an interesting UI. I don't know why they did it like that, but they did it like that. Select special ability. Interesting. You got select items. Oh, that's for. Oh, that's my item thing and spell thing. Okay, this is like Baldur's Gate. I like it. I'm okay with this. Okay, so first things first. Let's go into the inventory. There's nothing. I do have an eyeball. This is your eye. It looks like it's seen better days. Well, this day is not pretty good, so I guess my eye has seen better days. And then my journal. The journal used to be, well, it's pretty much the same thing. Find Farod. Okay. From what Morte read from the descriptions, the directions tattooed on my back, I need to find someone named Farod. I'm not certain where to start looking. Hopefully asking some of the locals. Okay, I know. And find the missing journal. Yeah, that's also going to be important. And then we have the other things over here. I don't know what that is. Oh, nice. Cool stuff. And then we have PC and NPC. Oh, we can read about... Oh, that's really cool. Oh, this is really cool then. Okay, so let's read about me, the Nameless one. That's my guy. He's got a voice like this. At least that I remembered anyway, so that's... I'm gonna voice him like that. You are Nameless. You awoke on a slab in the mortuary in Sigil. Covered in scars and tattoos, your memory gone. Who has done this to you and why? You don't know. Yet, but... Oh, anyway. But you're going to find out. Well, hopefully. What about Morte? Morte is a talking skull. That's right. His sole weapon seems to be his mouth, whether by taunting or biting. He seems to be along for the ride, whether you want him around or not. You are somewhat curious as to how he is able to float around. Okay, thank you very much. And then we have a zombie male over here. Zombies are mindless corpses animated by necromancy. And I remember reading about that. There's not much to tell. Interacting with the zombies, though, is fascinating. It's fascinating. It's incredible how, without actually leaving this area for the first hour, I suppose, it's very, very enticing to run around. These barrels contain a murky liquid. It smells like a cross between vinegar and formaldehyde. Interesting. This slab is covered with dried blood and other remains. Looks like someone is in the middle of dissecting this corpse. Yeah, it does look like that. Can I press tab? Yes, I can. Fantastic. Okay, these things are locked, I think. This door is locked. You need a key. Thank you. Okay, let's go in here and mess around. The corpses don't mind us. Why did you auto-pause? Huh. Okay. Or maybe it just pauses when opening one of these things. Okay, I got a couple of bandages. That's good. Yeah, I think it pauses when opening a container. I disabled the black outlines on the characters because they come by default on the Enhanced Edition, and we have a scalpel. Alright, you found a scalpel, says Morte. Now go get those corpses. And don't worry, I'll stay back and provide valuable tactical advice. Alright. Time to introduce these corpses to the second death, then, he says. I know how to attack and all that. I'm not gonna mess with them for right now. There's no need to. I'm still gonna get... see if I can get a staff or something. Okay, yeah. Zombie workers. Do I need to kill them all? And as you... Oh! Like the other corpses in this room, this one is covered in blood and completely gutted. Dried blood covers the slab, and there's a thing in here. A system of rails is running around, through the whole room. It looks like the slabs in the room can be moved around on these rails. Yeah, that's what we saw in the introduction movie. A bloody cloth covers the remains of this corpse. The stench rising from the body is almost unbearable. This corpse looks like someone turned it inside out. Yeah, he does. Oh my god. A machine at the head of the table has peeled the skin off the forehead to give direct access to the skull. Okay, so these doors are all locked, I think. Can I? Okay. Can I? Oh, yeah, middle click allows me to do this. Great. Okay, let's deal with the corpses then. Let's do this, and then I just attack you. I should probably save as well. There it is. Ooh, okay. Morte, can you help out over here? That'd be nice. Okay, he's missing. Ooh, nice. Did I take damage? No, I did not. That guy doesn't mind. Okay, what did he get?
Sure, why not?
I'm not gonna get it with you.
Done.
There we go. Done. So we got the key for the preparation room. That sounds like an interesting thing. Oh, by the way, I can run. Oh, this one is locked. I can run by pressing shift. I think double click might no, double click doesn't work. It does center the... Okay, I probably should kill these guys. Let's try that with both of us. That sounds like a plan. What do we have here? Bandages. I am down for some bandages. Yeah, I probably am just gonna need to go into the how do I... Gameplay, right there. Always run. That's the one. Okay, good. Sound really... Ooh. Oh! That's right! My bad. Can I load a previous game? Yeah, load. Yeah, quick save right there. Because interacting with the corpses! That's right. Let's do that. This corpse stops... This is awesome, I love it. This corpse stops and stares blankly at you as you approach. The number 782 is carved on his forehead, and his lips have been stitched closed. The faint smell of formaldehyde emanates from the body. I'm looking for a key. Do you happen to have one? This looks like the lucky petitioner here, Schiff. Look, he's got the key there in his hand. This corpse looks like the one with a key. Yep, it is, because I killed him. It is holding it tightly in its left hand, its thumb and forefinger locked around in its death grip. It looks like you'll need to hack the corpse hand off to free the key. Yeah, I need that key, corpse. Well, I need that key, corpse. Looks like you're not long for this world. Oh, I'm already attacking him. Good. Okay. Guys, I say guys, but Morte, come on in here. And that was Morte that got killed. Okay. Yeah, interacting with the corpses is pretty interesting because Morte says a bunch of interesting stuff about them. So let's try this one. This worker's head lolls back and forth on its shoulders. Judging from the angle of the neck, it looks like this man may have been hanged. The number 825 has been painted on the side of his head. Oh, okay, so nothing happens. Oh, okay, I thought... Oh, it's later then. It's later. I think it is later. The writing style, not really the writing style, but just the tone of the writing, just so macabre. It's just awesome. I love it. It's pretty awesome. Hey, So this shambling corpse looks like it has been dead for several years. The skin along its forehead has peeled back, revealing its chalk white skull. Someone has chiseled, yeah, the number 569 into the exposed bone. Okay, well, I will attack you still, because I will get that loot and the experience as well. Oh, did it drop nothing? No. What? How? What? I don't really understand that, but sure. Okay, we have the key now, and that's the key. Ooh, that's where the key goes, I should say. Psst. Some advice, Chief. I'd keep it quiet from here on. No need to put any more corpses in the dead book than necessary, especially the femmes. Plus, killing them might draw the caretakers here. Why do you care about the female corpses? Oh, are you serious? Look, Chief. These dead shits are the last chance for a couple of hardy bashers like us. We need to be chivalrous. No hacking them up for keys, no lopping their limbs off, things like that. Last chance? What are you talking about? Chief, they're dead! We're dead! See where I'm going? You can't be serious. Chief, we already got an opening line with these limping ladies. We've all died at least once. We'll have something to talk about. They'll appreciate men with our kind of death experience. Wait, didn't you say before that I'm not dead? Well, alright, you might not be dead, but I am. And from where I'm standing, I wouldn't mind sharing a coffin with some of these fine sinewy cadavers I see here. And Morte starts clacking his teeth as if in anticipation. Of course, the caretakers would have to part with them first, and that's not likely. With the cadavers or with the coffins? Anyway, who are these caretakers again? Oh, they call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis off the face. They're a nattle bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everybody should die, sooner better than later. Oh, I'm confused. Why do these Dustmen care if I escape? Weren't you listening? I said the Dusties believe everybody's got to die, sooner better than later. You think the corpses you've seen are happier in the dead book than out of it? Well, the corpses I've seen here, where did they all come from? Death visits the plane every day, Chief. These shamblers are all that's left of the poor sods who sold their bodies to the caretakers after death. Wait a minute. They sold their bodies? Oh, after death. Okay, yeah. Sure. Alright. I'll try to remember that. Look, Chief, it's obvious you're still a little addled after your keys with death, but I got 2 bits of advice for you. One, if you got questions, ask me, alright? Okay, alright. If I have any questions, I'll talk to you. I'll ask you. Second, if you're half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down. Whenever you come across something that might be important, jot it down so you don't forget. Well, if I had that journal I was supposed to have with me, I'd do that. Well, start a new one, Chief, then. It's no loss. There's plenty of parchment and ink around here to last you. Alright, it couldn't hurt. I'll make a new one, then. Use it to keep track of your movements. If you ever start to get cloudy on important things like who you are, or more importantly, who I am, use it to refresh your memory. Okay, alright, I got it.
Updated my journal.
You have updated. Oh, that's where it comes from. That's right, I had forgotten that he says that. That's why Tides of Numenera also says that, and I don't think it is a good decision. Not for me, anyway, that I'm... Well... not for me that I'm a Let's Player, so anyway. What about my journal? What does it say? Day 0 here, hour 7. My original journal's gone missing, so I've started a new one. I woke up in a place called the mortuary. I don't know who I am, what I'm doing here, or even how I got here. The only person I encountered was a chattering skull called Morte. By the way, this means death in Portuguese and in Spanish, I believe, and it probably means death as well in Latin, but could be. Well, probably not, actually. Mortus? No, it's Mortum. I don't know. It's not Morte in Latin. While he was checking my wounds, he discovered a set of directions tattooed on my back. I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of Stick's wash. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay. Did I leave this message for myself? I don't think so. Looks like I'll need to find this pharaoh and my journal. Okay, looks like a plan. These are the females, are they? Hello? The shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. Her skin, it is a female, yeah, is paper thin, almost wispy. It's like someone dragged a sheet of cobwebs across her frame. The number 594 has been scratched onto her forehead with a charcoal pencil. Yeah, these things don't matter for anything, if I remember correctly. And if they do, I can come back. Well, not for the guys that I killed. I also have the footage, so it should be fine. Doing anything later? The corpse continues to stare at you. Of course, farewell then. Hey, you see the way she was looking at me? Huh? Hey, you'll see that? The way she was following the curve of my occipital bone. You mean that blank-eyed, beyond-the-grave stare? What? Are you blind? She was scouting me out! It was shameless the way she wanted me. What? Yeah, I think you're probably imagining things. She's a zombie, a corpse, a dead person. You probably didn't even register to her senses. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, when you've been dead as long as I have, you know the signals. They may be too subtle for you to pick up on, but that's why I'll be spending my nights with some luscious, recently dead shit while you... Shit? I don't know what that thing is, but yeah. While you're, standing around going, what's going on? Where's my memories? Yeah, whatever, Morte. Let's go. Yeah, I will want to talk to all of them, though. Hello. The left side of this woman's face looks as if it was carved in... caved in with a club, and her flesh sags in bruised, swollen lumps over her ruined skull. Yeah, as I said, very macabre. The number 626 has been stitched onto her corpse's right cheek, just below the eye. Nasty wound you've got there. The corpse continues to stare at you with its one good eye. Oh boy. Oh, don't attack me. It's not attacking me. Bloodstains, rust, and other remains cover the surface of this metal slab. It is much larger than most of the other slabs and is sitting on a platform that allows it to be rotated. So it's probably a sort of a... Hey, don't attack me. I don't think they attack me, but yeah. So it's probably like a really important slab. Let's have a chat with this zombie worker. This corpse is lumbering along a triangular path. Oh, this one is the important one. Once it reaches one of the corners of the triangle, it pauses, then turns and staggers towards the next corner. It has 965 tattooed on the side of its skull, or its skull. As you approach, it halts and stares at you. Hey, looks like someone forgot to tell this sod to stop walking the rule of threes. Yeah, what do you mean? These corpses don't have much left in the attic, so they can't do more than one task at a time. When they're told to do something, they'll keep doing it until someone tells them to stop. This poor sod probably finished some task and they forgot to tell him. You said something about the rule of threes. What do you mean by that?
Updated my journal.
Well, the rule of threes is one of those laws about the planes, about things tending to happen in threes, where everything's composed of three parts, or there's always three choices, and so on and so forth. Yeah, you don't sound like you hold much faith in it. Well, it's a lot of wash, if you ask me. If you look for a number, any number, and try to attach some greater meaning to it, you're going to find plenty of coincidences. That's a good point, actually. But that's not all there is to it, actually, to the rule of threes. But yeah, sure. I see. So, before you said someone put this corpse task, then forgot to tell them to stop, who gives these corpses these tasks to do? Well, either one of the caretakers here, or else whatever necromancer raised them out of the dead book. Probably one of the caretakers here. They're the ones who need the cheap labor, after all. I see. Okay. I wanted to examine this zombie a bit more. The corpse is lumbering. Okay, a bit more, yeah. Tattooed. As you approach, he halts and stares at you. Okay. So, why are you walking in a triangle? The corpse stares at you blankly. Okay. Don't do those things. Why you do those things? Don't do those things. Can I go up there? I can. Okay. We got another zombie walker. Let me look at the map, because we do have a map. Stairs up. That's where we need to go. I think we can go upstairs already, but we're going to continue looking around. We have a zombie worker over here. This corpse is shuffling from slab to slab, bandaging the corpses lying there. The number 396 is carved into his left temple, and his lips are stitched closed. You notice the corpse is carrying a roll of bandages in its hand. The bandages look usable. So mind if I borrow those bandages? The worker continues to stare at you. I'm gonna try and take the bandages from the zombie. You snake your hand out and take the roll of bandages from the corpse's hand. The corpse doesn't even seem to notice. It continues going through the motions of bandaging the bodies. Okay, let's examine the corpse again. Sorry about taking those bandages from you. I wonder if Morte is gonna say something about this. It's just that I need them more than these bodies here. Okay, he doesn't care. They never care. That's something that the game takes great pains to drive into your psyche, that There's... Ooh! Oh, no, that's not my journal. Come on, I thought it was. I was already... Oh, what is this? Copper commons? Oh, that's money. And then I have fist irons. So that's a weapon over there. I think it's better than... that's the 2 to 4, speed 1... Oh, I didn't even equip my thing. Oh my god, I'm terrible. Yeah, you have the teeth. Yeah, Morte's bite. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Morte has... Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, good. Let's have a chat with this zombie worker over here. This female corpse is making the rounds from slab to slab in the room. Her hair is knotted into a long braid and looped around her neck like a noose. Someone has stenciled the number 1096 onto her forehead, and her lips have been stitched close. Nice braid. The corpse does not respond. You doubt it even knows you're there. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, we have a doll over here. That's a pretty creepy thing. That is a really creepy thing. I'm just gonna get this, and then I'm gonna worry about those corpses over there because I want to talk to the doll right now. Not a doll, it's a doll. It's a dahal, or something like that. I don't know how else to pronounce that. We've got a few things over here. This corpse has been completely wrapped in bandages like a mummy. And the body is completely covered by a rough, dark cloth. I would say that's the bandages. Okay, let's save the game again. And let's have a chat with this guy. The scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like old parchment. Charcoal gray eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Greetings. Whoa, Chief, what are you doing? Asks Morte. Well, I was going to speak with this scribe. He might know something about how I got here. Look, rattling your bone box with Dusties should be the last thing. Before Morte can finish his rant, the scribe begins coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down, and the scribe's breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. And we especially should be swapping the chant with sick Dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we give this place the laugh, the better. Before Morte can finish, the scribe's gray eyes flicker to you. The weight of years hangs upon me, he says, restless one. He places down his quill. But I do not yet count deafness among my ailments. Well, you could be just concentrated, and besides, there's only corpses in here. You see a corpse going around because I look like a corpse. But yeah, restless one, do you know me? Know you? There is a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, restless one. No more than you have known yourself. He's silent for a moment, for you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you? As always, the question. And the wrong question, as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. He pauses for a moment, catches his breath. I am Doll. Perhaps you can answer some questions for me, Doll?
Updated my journal.
Very well. What did you wish to know? What is this place? You are in the mortuary, restless one. Again, you have come. Before he can finish, Doll breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment, he calms himself and his breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. This is the waiting room for those about to depart the shadow of this life. Tell me about the mortuary. This is where the dead are brought to be interred and cremated. It is our responsibility as dustmen to care for the dead, those who have left this shadow of life and walked the path of true death. Doll's voice drops in concern. Your wounds have exacted a heavy toll if you do not recognize this place. It is almost your home. Almost my home. What is the shadow of life? Yes, a shadow. You see, restless one, this life is not real. Your life, my life, they are shadows, flickering of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die, and here we remain, trapped, caged, until we can achieve the true death. The true death? True death is non-existence, a state devoid of reason, of sensation, of passion. Dal coughs, then gives a ragged breath, a state of purity. Sounds like oblivion. Why would anyone want that? It is worse than remaining in this shadow of what life... Oh, is it worse than remaining in this shadow of what life was once? I think not. This reminds me a lot... I didn't connect the dots because I knew about this. I just didn't remember exactly all the details. But this reminds me a lot of the memorialists in the Valley of Dead Heroes in Tides of Numenera. But yeah, basically of what life once was. I can't really ask about that, but we'll continue asking on the next episode. For now, I am Colonel RPG, and this has been Planescape Torment. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye!